Welcome to VHS Voyage, where we are on a journey to find, watch, and discuss movies on VHS we've never seen or never knew existed. I'm Matt.
I'm Devin.
Today's episode, we're going to talk about
Ping.
So we're going to talk about Ping today. Now, you can understand why Ping caught our eye, right? When you see the front cover, it's got a couple of freaking idiot-looking burglars on it, and it's got a freaking chihuahua in a damn hang glider gliding over a city, and then you read the back of it, and it describes it as Babe Meets Home Alone, and you see a chihuahua with like freaking bullets strapped to his chest and biting a dude's nose. It just looks insane. But before we start getting into the story of Ping, Devin, hit us with any little bits of facts or information you could find.
I got like nothing here. It's directed by Chris Ball, IMDb. There was like, this is not a joke, the movie had like 50 ratings.
Really?
Yeah.
IMDb, I'm going to say 3.5?
It's 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, only audience is available.
Only audience, I'm just going to say 35.
It's a lot higher than I expected.
50.
57.
57, okay.
That's still rotten. This stars Judge Reinhold, Clint Howard, Shirley Jones, a random appearance from Lou Ferrigno, a very young Rami Malek. That was so weird.
Wait, Rami Malek?
Yeah.
Who was Rami?
He was the goth dude.
No way.
Yeah.
That was Rami Malek?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't notice the eyes? You know how Rami Malek has those eyes?
Yeah. What? My mind is blown right now, dude. Are you serious? That was Rami Malek.
Yo guys, Devin here. So Rami Malek is not in this movie at all. Sometimes I get bored, filming these videos over and over. So I gotta find a way to make it some fun. So I completely made up that Rami Malek's in this movie. He's not in this movie. I just needed to troll, get it out of my system. But somehow it worked.
Now, the guy, Judge Reinhold, wasn't he in
Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills.
He's in all of them. He's in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He's the stepdad in all the Santa Claus movies.
That's right.
Yeah, so this guy's actually in stuff. And Clint Howard is Ron Howard's brother.
So it opens with Ping being chased by a couple of giant, I think, Rottweilers. They chase him. They run into a birthday party and ruin a birthday party. Well, before he gets caught by animal control, the two Rottweilers are about to get caught, and I guess that was Lou Ferrigno, right? Ping freaking bites his ball sack and hangs off of his ball sack.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno's ball sack? Not his own ball sack?
Not his...
I couldn't. I don't remember. I don't remember. So I didn't know. I thought I just had to clear that up for myself. He
jumps up and bites his ball sack.
So Lou Ferrigno bites the dog's ball sack.
No.
Yeah.
Although that would have been fun.
No.
Just stay still. Come here, doggy.
Okay. Make a run for it, fellas.
Thanks, pal. We owe you one.
Don't mention it. I'll just hang out back here.
Ping ends up getting captured. He goes to animal control. Some old lady shows up and she adopts Ping, but she thinks that he's a cat. She adopts him and she takes him home to her granddaughter. You come to find out that this old lady, and her name is Ethel Jeffries, she's super rich because she owns a bunch of, I think, bakeries. Yeah, she owns a bakery chain that's a cash-only bakery chain. So she's super rich, but the IRS is also after her because of her cash-only bakery chain. They're wondering, hey, where's our tax money? So there's these two IRS agents that show up at various points through the movie. So she's super rich. She lives in a giant ass mansion. So a lot of people think, including the IRS agents, that she has all of her cash hidden in her home somewhere. And this is an important detail because the two idiot robbers in the movie, and their names are Louie and Stu, they find that out and they concoct a plan to try to rob Ethel of her money. There's some slightly dark stuff in the movie, like Haley's parents died 6 months ago.
In a plane crash. That was rare. She goes, why'd they have to get on that plane?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, movie. So we mentioned the two robbers earlier. Now these two guys, they are so annoying. Just their characters are really annoying and so stupid.
Oh, it's a complete utter ripoff of Home Alone.
Oh,
It's unreal how much of a ripoff of Home Alone it is.
Yeah.
Clint's character wears the hat just like Joe Pesci does. The same exact toboggan.
He does.
And Judge Reinhold kind of looks like Marv from the movies.
Yep. And not only that, Judge Reinhold, his character's name is Louis. He's the really dumb one.
And it's the same thing like when Joe Pesci's always hitting
Beating
Marv.
the shit out of
This
him,
guy's doing that. It's the biggest Home Alone ripoff I've ever seen.
This movie tries so hard to be Home Alone.
Yeah, it's not.
1947. What? 747.
Jumbo jet?
Ow! Ow!
So eventually you see Ping have another one of his like kind of imagination fantasy type deals where he's acting like he's in a war.
Oh,
outside.
He's in Nam,
he's
bro.
in, like,
He's in the
Nam.
jungles of Nam and he's Rambo, dude.
Yep. And there's these two cats, okay? These two cats that mess with him. And these two cats have extremely stereotypical voices.
This scene would not fly today.
No.
Oh, they're near, but you guys. Hey, what?
So then you get introduced to the babysitter. Her name is Lucretia, and she's goth, right? I didn't like her character.
No,
at all.
There was really no point to this character.
No point. Yeah, she was just this dumb babysitter, and she had her boyfriend over, who I just found out was played by what's his face. What was his name?
Rami Malek.
Robbie Malek. Oh my God, bro.
You good?
Rami Malek. I'm good. So the boyfriend was unbearable.
Yes.
He looked horrible. He had like purple lips and painted like all pale to be goth and freaking, he just looked horrible. He had braces and talked weird and acted weird. His character, I wanted to just smack the shit
It
out of his
wasn't even
character.
like normal goth either.
No,
it was almost,
dude.
It was like the most stereotypical
Yeah.
goth. It was almost like a Halloween costume or
Yeah.
something.
You guys really should lock your door at night. You never know what kind of creature might be lurking in the dark.
So Louis, one of the robbers, sticks his head in the dog door, kind of what Devin mentioned earlier. Ping runs up, bites him in the nose. The robbers freak out. They run off, get in their van, and drive off.
In there.
Huh? Hey!
Ping starts flying a kite. Haley's in like at like a park or something, and Ping starts flying a kite. The kite pulls him into the air, and there's some homeless man with a bottle of liquor that sees Ping flying through the air with this kite, and he looks at his bottle of liquor and throws it off like he quits drinking. It's like, man, I'm seeing things now. I gotta quit drinking alcohol.
We have a problem?
Then there's this random scene. I don't know if you remember this, but there's this random scene where the robbers have disguised themselves as artists. And there was no point. It never led to anything. There was, because I thought, okay, are they going to like go to this house and act like they're artists?
And
or
there was
something?
this stupid joke where the side of their van said like art something.
Yeah.
And then something causes the van to shake and an F falls and it says fart.
That's right. I actually didn't notice that joke.
Yeah.
So then there's a scene during this whole sequence where Ping pushes a chair up to the doorknob. He aligns it just right so that he can knock a bowling ball off the counter so that it rolls off the chair, bounces on it, and falls on Stu's head as he sticks his head in the doggy door.
Really big dog.
For a while in the movie, a lot of the things that Ping does, like, you know, it falls inside the realm of possibility of something a dog could do, but then at the end of the movie, it just goes off the rails at the end of the movie. It just goes off the rails.
I thought it left the realm of reality when he spoke human language. That's what I thought. What do you mean?
Ping eventually, the robbers get inside the house. Ping eventually makes a rolling pin fly into Stu's face. He uses a slippery rug as a trap and lures them into it so that they slide on the rug and fly back outside. He shoots them with a harpoon gun. So they proceed to chase Ping around the house. They eventually capture him. Stu's pinned to the wall by the harpoon gun. Louis takes Ping and tries to drive him off. and dump him off in the middle of nowhere. So that way Ping is far away from the house. And then they get back to the house. They start searching the house for the money because they think, oh, the money's got to be down here in the basement. And that's when Haley, and keep in mind, Lucretia and her boyfriend are still outside. So that's when Haley goes downstairs. She goes into the basement, of course, finds the robbers in the basement. They tie Haley up and she's trying to find Haley. She hears a noise. She goes down to the basement and Lucretia gets captured by the robbers. And then eventually Drac goes down there and Drac he passes out because he's a pussy.
Can we talk about another scene right before he gets captured by the robbers? It randomly cuts to him playing bongos.
So there's this old man that picks up Ping as he's on his way back to the house. And then Ping's in the vehicle with this old man. And he has this conversation where he gives Ping these like wise words of wisdom that motivates Ping to jump out of the car and run back the rest of the way to the house.
Fear is just something to keep you from doing what you're born to do.
Huh?
Maybe the odds are all stacked up against you, but you never know when just the right spark hits and cha-ching, it all falls into place.
That is just like the old man in Home Alone that he's scared of and he meets in the church and he gives Macaulay Culkin, he gives Kevin some words of wisdom. So eventually Ping makes it back to the house and that's when shit just gets bonkers. Ping makes a hang glider and hang glides around the house, dropping golf balls on the robber. He pokes Louie in the ass and makes him slide into a clock and make the clock fall down on him and knock him out. Ping makes a freaking bow out of bras and shoots giant nails at Stu. And of course, eventually, the robbers get trapped by one of Ping's traps. And the cops show up with the IRS agents because they're coming to serve a warrant, and they find the robbers and they arrest the robbers. And that is the end of Ping. Oh, the two dogs show up. Right? So they decide to help Ping. They show up and Lucretia rips her wig off and she decides to adopt the two dogs.
Yeah, and then one of the dogs makes a sexual joke about her.
He says, she could chain me up anytime.
You looking for a home?
Who, us?
Come on, boys.
She could chain me up any day.
You know what that means, right? Ping is definitely not a keeper, right? I think we can both agree on that. So that means we're going to be giving it away on the Instagram page, VHS.Voyage. Link to that in the description down below. You will have 1 week from the day this video goes live to enter that giveaway. Really easy to enter. And you could win this copy that you see right here and experience Ping for yourself. That is it for today's episode of VHS Voyage on Ping. I'm Matt.
I'm Devin.
And we'll see you guys next week.